Welcome to Reality is Undefeated. I'm at Gatewood. Thank you for tuning in. A while back, probably a month and a half ago, I did a video speaking on grace, speaking of how Black people in the past made decisions that negatively affect us today, and grace needs to be shown to them because they didn't have historical context. And a lot of you guys received that video well. Of course, you had the handful of people who read the thumbnail, jumped in their feelings, and started writing comments. Many of them writing comments that were actually proving my point. Bless their little hearts. But the entire premise of the video was that the complete story wasn't told. There is nuance to the decisions that were made, and because we haven't lived through the specific situations, we should show them grace, because it may have been the best decision for them at the time, or they may not have foreseen the long-term consequences that we are living through today. But see, the reason why showing grace is important is because when you show grace, you're acknowledging one's mistakes while also lending understanding to their situation. You look at a person differently when you understand why they would make that decision in the given circumstances. This is damn near necessary for one to forgive, and forgiveness is necessary for one to move forward without dragging the past with them. We have to lend that same understanding to those who made mistakes before us, especially if they did not have historical context to draw from. The mothers who did choose welfare over their men. The successful ones amongst us who did leave the community. Those who did sell drugs that destroyed the community. Those who used drugs that destroyed their households. See, the importance of knowing history is being able to apply what you've learned to future situations. We have that benefit today, and many of us still make the wrong decisions. But there are still a lot of situations today where you can only see but so far down that road. Y'all think when you see a brother or sister pissed off, talking aggressively, extremely defensive, ready to fight at a moment's notice, y'all think they like that because they're having a bad day? Now those are life decisions that are just sitting on their shoulders and weighing them down. Those are scenarios playing over and over in their minds. They know they were wrong and it's eating away at them. There are a lot of people who stand firmly on incorrect decisions out of pride and shame. Decisions they know are not the best, but they're too prideful, too ashamed to say I was wrong. I should have done it this way. So they continue on loud and proud down that path of destruction. That's why it's incumbent upon us to be able to recognize them. Look at them and say, yeah, you made the wrong decision, but I understand why. If I was in those shoes, I may have made that same decision. But look, let's not continue down this path of destruction. Let's right our wrongs going forward. That's going to let them come up off that. Cry out those emotions. Shed that dead weight off their shoulders. That's what's going to let them stand up right again. You left that relationship, you went out here on a dating scene, you found out the grass wasn't greener on the other side. Don't continue down that path. Mend that relationship if it's possible. Tell that person you was wrong. Tell them you want to put that family back together. Sometimes it's like I said, where neither decision is good. You were pregnant, you didn't have a support system. There's no way you could have provided for a child you couldn't provide for yourself. You were scared. You couldn't listen to this baby cry one more night. You know he's hungry. You know you have nothing to offer him. So you left him at that fire station. You gave your baby up. Now you can't walk past a school. You can't walk past a park without reliving that moment of your life. I understand. It's okay. In a less than ideal situation, you made a courageous decision. You left that child in a position where they could be cared for. There are so many babies found in dumpsters. So many babies beaten to death. So many babies damn near starving to death right now because their parents don't give a damn or aren't courageous enough to make that same decision. You made that decision. You gave that child a chance at life. You good in my book. Maybe your mother gave you up for adoption. Your father abandoned you. You don't understand how anyone can walk out of their child's life. Now they want to reach out to you to see how you doing. Nah, fuck that. You ain't want me then, don't want me now. I get it, bruh. I didn't understand why my father wasn't there when I was a child either. But instead of carrying all that weight with you, hear him out. You may get a better understanding of why that decision was made. You may find out that it wasn't that they didn't care for you. It wasn't that they didn't love you. It wasn't that they didn't want you, but that they loved you so much that they couldn't pass up the opportunity to put you in a much better position in life than they could ever see themselves providing for you. See, when I talked to my father, all the weight came off my shoulders. Because when he opened up about why he wasn't in my life, I got it. As a grown man, I got something that I could never understand as a kid. Sometimes there's nothing they can do for you in the state that they were in. But you got to have that conversation so you can understand the reason why. That reason may lift the weight off your shoulders and allow you to breathe. Yeah, bro, forgiveness isn't just for them. That shit is for you also. Forgiveness is for you also. When you tell somebody that you forgive them, that allows you to move forward. And a lot of the times, the first person that we need to forgive is ourselves. Because we super hard on ourselves, and we don't need to be. I should have had that conversation with them sooner. I've been harnessing all this negative energy for all this time. Hey, bro. Hey, sis. You didn't know. You were hurt, but you did it. And I'm glad you did it because now you get to move forward. And make no mistake about it, we need to be moving forward because that clock moved forward. You'll never get time back. On December 31st, 2024, it is not going to be January 1st, 2023. We are not heading to the past. We don't need to spend so much time dwelling there. See, a lot of you feel like you're going nowhere in life today, and that's because you spend more time talking about what happened yesterday, what somebody did to you yesterday, what you could have done yesterday, than you do preparing for what you can do tomorrow. Nothing can be changed about yesterday, but there are so many things that you could change about yourself and your situation going forward. It doesn't matter if it's your parents, your ex, an old friend, a childhood situation, or something that happened at work. Forgive yourself. Forgive the people around you. Forgive the circumstances you came up in. Forgive your past decisions or indecisions. Unlock yourself from those chains. We have to be able to move on from that. Otherwise, we carry all of that with us, and it messes up our future.